We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. A good matchup here for you tonight between the Sky Sox and the Cleveland Indians. Indians baseball comes your way next. Mike Clevenger is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for Cleveland. Dan, any thoughts?
One of the things that jumps out if you look at that stat sheet, a very high whip coming into this start. One of the things he's going to have to do a much better job, keep traffic off the bases, keep the walks down, try to limit the amount of hits. He's had a rough go of that so far this year. Let's see if he can turn it around in this one.
Here's Mookie Betts. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. First pitch of the at-bat. No balls and one strike.
First pitch, 7-11.
And there's ball one. Fellas, we check out the Tribe as they begin here tonight. They've been in a nice little groove, winning 3 of their last 4 games.
Yeah, Matty V, and you know what, D-Row, now I guess it's time where you push that go button. You're getting a little sense of urgency. They find themselves in 3rd place, and if they want to be part of the postseason picture, it's time to get going and get going pronto.
Yeah, it's taken too long for this team to carve out any identity for themselves. They're going to have to find a way to get on a roll, offensively or pitch better. Something's got to change.
Time now to give you a look at the batting order for the visiting squad. What's your take as they try to get back to their winning ways, D-Row?
Matty, you take a look at this lineup, and they're frustrating to watch at times because they ground into the most double plays in the league. You want to talk about a pitcher's best friend. You finally get a guy on first base, and you're coming unglued first pitch down below the knees, grounding into a double play and bailing everybody out. I need better approaches out of this lineup today.
1 out, nobody on. A 1-1 count to Puig. Game time temperature tonight 62 degrees, but should drop into the 50s before we're done. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Earl Hendricks.
Hey, D-Row, Earl Hendricks, he's not a guy that gets a lot of complaints by either players or pitchers. He's a pretty good umpire.
Yeah, Dan, Earl's got a great track record in his sport. He's pretty consistent, and overall, he's been a fair umpire.
Here now the 2-2. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
And digging in next will be Anthony Rendon, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. Clevenger, who sometimes gets called Sunshine. He was a 4th-round selection back in 2011.
Hey, when you come out of the middle rounds, you have to grind for everything, and that's exactly what this guy has done, and he has turned himself into a solid big league ball player.
The 2-0 on the way is swung on and missed, and that's strike 1.
If the offense didn't already know, man on the mound's got his A-game fastball working today.
Swing and a miss, strike 2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
Pretty easy pitch to lay off there, 2-2. Not even close to being in the strike zone. He made it easy for the hitter in that one.
Into center field, line drive, base hit.
Hey, there's a nice knock by the 3-hole hitter. I know there's 2 outs, but they always say with your man coming up, the number 4-hole monster, as soon as he steps in the batter's box, there's a runner in scoring position.
And here's the switch hitting catcher Yasmani Grandal. As he'll take a look at ball one. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. Edge of the zone that time taken and ruled a strike.
A good fastball above the belt is normally a pitch that batters love to take a rip at, but that one froze him.
And this one's in the dirt. Runner holds as the count moves to 2-1. From the stretch. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. Here now the 2-2. Reined in. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Mike Foltynewicz, a right-hander from Illinois, will be the starter here. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, you can't always judge a pitcher by the numbers. I know the ERA is into the 4s coming into this start, but he's actually a pretty solid pitcher. And every once in a while, he can throw some decent games in there. It's not easy having an ERA under 4 in baseball. He's slightly over that, but this guy's a better pitcher than that ERA indicates.
Stepping into the box, Jose Ramirez. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. And a ball 1-0. Well, you take a look at our visiting club as they take the field tonight. It dropped another one last time out, and in fact, they've won just twice in their last 8 tries.
Yeah, Matty, I know they've caught a little bit of a losing streak right now, but they got good veteran presence, great veteran presence in that clubhouse. And I bet you someone steps up today and says, this stops. We get it done today, boys.
The 1-1. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2. And they come inside with the fastball, but it misses here, and it's back to 2-2.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
And he'll hang in here as he reaches to foul this one away. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
Boy, there's nothing better from a pitcher standpoint than watching that high fastball, a high piece of cheese, swung at and missed. That pitch looks so inviting to hit, but it's awfully tough to put in play.
So now to the plate, Cesar Hernandez. Now a bunt attempt here. And he'll go into the slide to make the catch as a fine play there foils the bunt attempt. And with that, let's get a look at the starting lineup for the Indians. Dero, what's the word on this club as they start the new month?
Yeah, Matty, this team has been putting up a lot of runs lately from top to bottom, just swinging the bat super nice, pass the baton mentality. Guys not trying to do too much, trusting in the teammates behind them.
So here's Francisco Lindor now. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. 287 the average coming in. 16 homers and 44 RBIs. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call. And he fouls this one off. And right into the shift. He's got it. And the off-balance throw is right there for the third out, and a high degree of difficulty on that one as the side is retired. Tribe turned away in the first. We played one in Cleveland with no score. Stepping into the box, Mike Yastrzemski is coming off a 3-hit performance in the loss last night.
Mike Yastrzemski.
First pitch on its way. A ball and no strikes. Fouled off. Yastrzemski is a very well-regarded defensive outfielder. Used to be that fielders were evaluated mostly by the eyeball test and simple stats like fielding percentage, but of course these days there are many more advanced ways that help determine a guy's work in the field, and in his case he shines in many ways.
You know, Matty, for me, I think he does pass the eyeball test. I know you have to look at all the numbers and the analytics to really appreciate a ball player like this, but man, does he come to work every day and play hard.
And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1.
Batting fifth, the first baseman.
Time for a look at the Cleveland Indians' defensive setup today. And let's take a look at first baseman Carlos Santana. Originally came up from the minors as a catcher. Also has dabbled at DH, but don't get it twisted. This guy can handle first base as well with soft hands and big-time power at the plate.
Standing in now, Luke Voigt. As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. The average coming in 257. A dozen home runs, 39 driven in. The windup and the 0-1.
Nope, ball. 1-1.
Well out in front of the breaking ball there for a strike. No score here as we play inning number 2. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Hit out towards second. Fielded cleanly, and there are 2 away now.
Had to protect there with 2 strikes, and he just got it off the end of the bat. Not much of a problem for the infield at that point.
At the plate, Delino DeShields. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. 2 out, nobody on. Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put an end to the inning. And that'll bring in Franmil Reyes. His career line with Fulton Avich. He's 2 for 3. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. The fastball here as they'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. And the pitch. Reyes, once a member of the San Diego Padres organization, he was acquired via trade last year.
Yeah, this guy's fully settled in with this ball club right now. Knows what the manager and coaching staff expect from him. Is not taken aback by anything. He's been through the spring training process and gotten to know everybody in this organization top to bottom.
That's in there. 3-1.
3-1.
Three and 2 now. fouled away. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Yastrzemski's got it, and there's one gone.
Batting fifth, the first baseman.
All right, here's how the visitors are lining up today. And if you look at the numbers on this team, defensively, they're in the top 5 fewest errors in the league. Flashing the leather, picking and grinning, keep an eye on them. They play stout defense.
So now Carlos Santana. Seared down the first baseline. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Batting fifth, the center fielder, Oscar Mercado.
So digging in now, Oscar Mercado. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Ball.
And this is going to find the crowd down the left field line. It's a ball and a strike. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss as the slider sets him down for the final out of the inning. Indians go down 1-2-3. We'll move to the third with no score. New inning set to get underway. Now at the plate, Bo Bichette. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Here comes the first pitch. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike. 0-1. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control. 0-2. Bichette, once a Toronto Blue Jay, he came here by way of trade earlier this year.
I know he'd tell you he'd like to be playing a little bit better, but I think it's as advertised for this ball club right now. I think the manager is getting exactly what they expected.
Down and away. It's a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2 is taken for ball 2.
Hey, that's a nice take by the batter right there, but that's a non-competitive off-speed pitch. Got to do better to at least entice a swing.
And he takes ball 3, so it's a full count now.
No pitcher likes to take the count to 3-2, especially when you throw a non-competitive pitch like that on 2-2. That one wasn't even close.
And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin inning number 3.
Kevin Kiermaier.
Now to the plate, Kevin Kiermaier, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. He's set, and the pitch. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes.
Perfect time for a mound visit right here. Just to give him a breather, a chance to collect himself and get back to work.
Bichette aboard here at first with nobody out. A swing and a ground ball to third. Hernandez at second. To Santana to get the double play.
Nice job on the mound to bounce back from the leadoff walk. Those are usually pretty costly, but that won't be the case this time after the 2-ball.
So that'll bring in Mookie Betts. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here comes the first pitch. Hit back up the middle. And that's through for a hit.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Yasiel Puig.
Next to bat will be Yasiel Puig, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike one. 0 for 1 here in the early going. And he misses with it. 1-1. Puig is playing here against his former employer. He signed as a free agent with this organization earlier in the season.
Yeah, guys, I always think it's interesting to play your old uniform. Maybe say hi to everybody you got accustomed to seeing when you were previously here. But then once the game starts, it's all business.
And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Hey, I'd like to see a little bit more discipline in that. You get a count in your favor. He's swinging a pitch that bad. Not good.
Here now the 2-2. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Indians due to hit here in the third, and they are looking to get some momentum going with the bats. This is a group that has had trouble doing so all season long. They entered this game near the bottom of the league in both runs scored and batting average, which has led to a lot of criticism of just about everyone involved. One player told me, "We don't deserve a lot of praise for the way we're swinging the bat this year," and that's been a real wake-up call. Most importantly, we expect way better of ourselves, so it's on us as the hitters to work together and figure this out. Back to you guys.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Standing in, Jordan Luplow, 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. First pitch on its way. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike one.
If he's able to locate that 2-seamer down at the knees, he's going to get a ton of swing and miss and a ton of ground balls today.
Oh, and this at-bat is quickly moving from bad to worse. It's 0-2 now.
Man, that's another ugly swing right there. This team is just struggling so mightily to get on base. They've looked off balance all game.
And it's fouled away. The next 0-2. Hit out towards second. Scooped up. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Batting 8, the designated hitter, Bradley Zimmer.
So one man gone for Cleveland here in the third. And up next, the San Diego area native Bradley Zimmer. First pitch coming. Here it is. He'll try to bunt his way on as he gets this one down. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow.
Batting 9, the catcher, Roberto Perez.
Digging in, Roberto Perez. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting 9 for this one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Perez, a native of Puerto Rico. He was taken in the very late rounds during the 2008 draft.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment.
A 1-2 count to the Indians catcher.
Man, a pitcher let the guy off easy right there. That 0-2 pitch wasn't even close. I'd rate that as a non-competitive pitch.
The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. Down in order go the Tribe. We'll head to the fourth, still scoreless. All set for the start of the fourth. Ready for another chance? Anthony Rendon. He reached on a single in his first try.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Well, if you love pitching and defense, this has been a game for you. Are you happy with that, Dan?
Oh, you have to love it. You know, Matt, we have so many of these games that are 12-10 and 9-8. It's nice to see a low-scoring pitcher's duel for once.
2 balls and no strikes to Anthony Rendon. 2-0 count. The pitch. Now, oh my, this ball is crushed. Look at it go. Onto the home run porch and gone. Anthony Rendon connects on a solo shot. Number 21 for him on the season. As they get on the board first, it's 1-0.
Hey, listen, there's an old adage in baseball that solo home runs won't kill you. This is one of the top hitters in that lineup. So a home run, a solo home run right here is not the end of the world.
Here's the catcher, Yasmani Grandal, as he'll take a changeup here for strike one. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. The windup and the 0-1. And he pulled up in time, but it's a called strike 2.
Hey, he's got great feel for that pitch right there. He can throw it anytime he wants for a strike.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. No outs, nobody on. Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2.
Well, this is an approach we've seen him use effectively lately. Set up the inside and then get him out with pitches away.
And he fouls this one off. The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
Man, they've really had his number so far in this series. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone.
Yastrzemski.
In now, Mike Yastrzemski, as he'll come up empty there as he misses the off-speed pitch for strike 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Line to short, but gobbled up there, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, the first baseman, Luke Voigt.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Luke Voigt. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First pitch of the at-bat. And a fastball's in there for strike 1.
Very rarely does a pitcher like this leave one in a location like that. That's a pitch right there he'd like to have back. He'd love to swing at that one again.
The windup and the 0-1. Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now. 0-2.
Hey, I got to commend him a little bit. Leadoff homer, and now he's 1 pitch away from getting out of this inning without any further damage.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Skied into straightaway right. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. So only one hit in the inning on the solo shot, but it's enough to push him out in front. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. The Sky Sox are out in front 1-0. Digging in now, Jose Ramirez back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1.
1 out.
And that's too high. Ball 2.
Hey, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, that's right where you want to miss. Any lower, and he'll probably make you pay for it.
3-0 now.
Hey, throwing the ball great up until this point. Don't want to allow a leadoff walk. Needs to just focus in on his mechanics right here.
And that misses for ball 4. It's a leadoff walk that starts the bottom of the 4th.
They haven't been able to register a hit against this guy, but at least they have a base runner here. We'll see if that leads to something.
Now at the plate, Cesar Hernandez. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory.
Yeah, Matty, and I think that pop-out was just a result of poor pitch selection. Got to see the pitch over the heart of the plate. He chased well out of the zone, and as a result, didn't really put a good swing on that.
Kiermaier comes on now, and he has it 1 down.
Up next for Cleveland, the shortstop, Francisco.
Settling in now, Francisco Lindor. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result. That's his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
Here's the 1-0. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Indians still in search of their first hit of the ball game. Fouled off. Two balls and 2 strikes to count to Francisco Lindor. Just hung in there on that one. Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now.
Got to execute a good pitch right here. Runner at first is probably going to be on the move, and you got one of the better hitters on their team up at the plate.
No runs, no hits, no errors to this point for the Indians. On the ground to the left side. Fielded by Rendon. To second for 1. On to Voit, an inning-ending double play. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. The three of us return with more Wednesday Night Baseball after this. And here's the second-generation big leaguer Delino DeShields. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
The 1-0 delivery. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss. Now a bunt attempt here. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. Strike 3.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
At the plate now, Bo Bichette. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball one. They'll check in with an average still south of 230. 8 home runs, 27 driven in. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Looked like a slider perhaps, but it missed badly, and it's 2-0.
Not even close with the 1-0. He needs to get back in the zone, but be careful. Work the quadrants.
2-1 after the foul ball there. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Swing and a miss, 2-2 now.
Wow, what makes it so tough to be a hitter is to be able to hit and change his speeds, right? You're geared up for the fastball, and all of a sudden, he pulls the string and throws you the straight change, the dreaded equalizer.
And he struck him out as well, so the bottom of the order providing little resistance here, and there are 2 away.
You know what was really impressive to me about that strikeout? He fell behind 2-0 to start the at-bat. That's a pretty bad place to be, but then he kind of refocused himself and came right back with 3 quality pitches in a row to sit him down. That's not easy to do, but now his focus has to hone in on getting ahead on the next guy.
Kevin Kiermaier is in with 2 away as he takes a ball, 1-0. Not close. It's 2-0.
2 outs here, and the focus needs to stay sharp. You don't want that lineup turning over in an inning if you can help it.
High in the air out to center field. Mercado is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Welcome back to Progressive Field in Cleveland as we send it down to Heidi Watney.
Matt, I talked with manager Terry Francona during the break about his thoughts on the Indians' hitters to this point. And he told me, overall, he's not happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They've only managed 1 base runner in this game, so it's easy to see why he said they haven't shown much fight today. He's hoping to see someone step up and find a way to get something going, though. This game isn't out of hand, so it remains to be seen if they can snap out of this funk and climb back into this one.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Franmil Reyes. He leads off in the bottom of the 5th as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, baseball is a game of adjustments, and it's time they start making some. They don't need to change their entire approach necessarily, but now is maybe when they start thinking about ways to get the guy on the mound out of his rhythm a bit.
And the pitch. And a liner foul into the seats down the right side. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Now a fastball gets the upper part of the zone for strike 2. Swing and a miss at 1 in the dirt. The throw to first is in time, 1 down. So still nothing against him on the scoreboard here in the 5th as we check out the league leaderboard for team ERA. And we see that these guys are currently in 3rd place in the AL in that department. One man out now in the Cleveland 5th. And that'll bring in one of the best on-base percentage players in the game, Carlos Santana. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. And a curveball drops in there for strike 1. This year against right-handed pitching, Santana brings a batting average in the low 220s to the table.
He'd be the first to tell you he's not happy with his batting average this season, but he can beat you in a variety of different ways, and he has to because he wouldn't be here otherwise.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
That's the ball.
No runs, no hits, no errors to this point for the Indians. Late making contact on that swing, and will do it again on 1 and 2. The pitch. Really pulled that one across as the slider misses well inside.
The classic back foot slider right there with 2 strikes. Usually gets a ton of swing and misses. Nice layoff right there. Fight for another pitch.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Line drive snagged on a short hop. On to first, and there are 2 down.
The center fielder, number 35, Oscar Mercado.
In now for Cleveland, Oscar Mercado looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Now the pitch. Low for ball 1.
I really like how he's getting ahead early in the count. He's pitching aggressively, and what that does, it holds the pitch count down.
Two and 0 now. 2 out, nobody on. 2-1 now.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Now here's the pitch.
3 balls and no
This is a
strike.
good at-bat so far here with 2 away. If you're going to go down 1, 2, 3, at least make the guy work for it. He's doing that, and he's even gotten himself into a good hitter's count now.
3-2 to the Indian center fielder.
Full count.
Tied him up there as this is softly hit down the line. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Indians go down 1, 2, 3. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Top half of the 6th about to get started. Digging in once again, Mookie Betts. A hit in 2 tries for him so far.
Betts.
First offering on its way. I tried to hold back on that pitch outside, but went around for strike 1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Man, this guy's really pitched well so far, attacking the strike zone, and he's really kept these hitters off balance.
A windup and the 0-2 pitch. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
It's not that easy to make a good hitter look that bad, but that's what happens when you can bring that fastball and ride it in on the inner half of the plate right there. You can get some pretty ugly swings.
In now is Yasiel Puig. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. 0 for 2 for him to this point. The 0-1 on its way. Well out in front of the breaking ball there for a strike.
This is one of the things that makes him so effective as a pitcher, able to pound the zone with all different options.
1 out, nobody on. And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one.
Good heater to strike him out there, and he looks absolutely locked in to start this inning. That's back-to-back punch-outs on only 6 pitches.
In now is Anthony Rendon. As he'll take a called strike at the knees, it's 0-1.
Man, that's 7 straight strikes to start this inning. He's got a chance at an immaculate inning.
The windup and the 0-1. And that misses downstairs for a ball. 1-1. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1.
I'd be real surprised if he goes back out away there on the mound. This is a count for a fastball challenge, and we'll see if he's ready for it in the box.
Now the 2-1 pitch.
We all know this guy is a great hitter. In a 3-1 count, this is just what he's looking for. He loves to hit when the count's in his favor like this.
Fly ball out toward left center field. Center fielder giving chase. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. Now batting, Jordan Luplow. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
We're moving through the middle of this ball game right now. They want to get things going. How about trying to get some base runners on, or at least get a base hit? They don't have any hits going into this part of the game.
No balls and a strike to count. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
He's been in total control out there tonight. Gets the leadoff guy with a strikeout there, and it just seems like we've seen so many off-balance swings and weakly hit balls in this one.
And that'll bring in the San Diego product, Bradley Zimmer. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time, it's 0-1. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Here's the pitch. A ball and a strike.
That's the ball. 1-1.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
2-1.
Bases are empty. 1 man out. He's fallen behind now. 3-1.
Well, this next pitch is a big one. The last thing you want to do is give a free pass to a guy that can run like this. He's a real burner out there on the base paths.
In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there. 2 away.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with a strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
To the plate now, Roberto Perez. As with 2 away, he'll swing and miss at the first pitch. It's 0-1. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. And this one misses to the Cleveland backstop. It's even at a ball and a strike. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2.
Wow, that was an ugly swing right there, and that tells us all we need to know. Nobody's picking the baseball up off this guy.
And Boyd will take this one over to the bag, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the Tribe. They still trail 1-0. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Yasmani Grandal. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Nat. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. Pulled toward right center field. Mercado will wait on it. 1 down.
The left fielder, number 9, Mike Yastrzemski.
Stepping in, Mike Yastrzemski. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Now here's the pitch. In there, and it's 0-1. And a slider just about gets away from him there as it runs in a bit too close for comfort. Down low, 2 balls and a strike. 1 out, nobody on. 2-2.
Although he doesn't use that pitch too much, if he's able to steal some strikes early in the count, could be something they have to think about.
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
Keep in mind, people, the longer the at bat, the higher the likelihood that this becomes his last inning.
Yanked high and deep down the line in right. And it's a foul ball. And he rings up another one. Make it 9 strikeouts for him in the game.
Flat out locked him up with the changeup right there. Usually you're trying for a swing and miss when you throw that pitch in a 2-strike count, but clearly he wasn't looking for it. So it's a backwards K for him.
Into the box now, Luke Voigt. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. The 1-0 home is taken, strike 1. One and 2 now as that one's fouled off. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first and no swing. It's ball 2. Popped him up. Ramirez over to his right. And that retires the side. Nothing doing here this half. 7th inning stretch time here at the ballpark. The Sky Sox lead this one 1-0. Last half of the 7th here, so the Indians lineup flips over, and to the plate, Jose Ramirez. It was a walk in his last trip.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
1-0 the count. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. Yeah, we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. And he's keeping it down here, and that's a called strike 2.
Not likely to see a 4th fastball in this situation. I'm going to eliminate the fastball if I'm at the plate right here.
The 1-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Down to 4.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
Fly ball out to straightaway right. Betts has a read on it. Makes the play, 1 away.
The batter, number 7, second baseman, Jacob Hernandez.
Stepping in, Cesar Hernandez. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. First pitch coming. Here it is. A high fastball is in there.
Shocked he didn't let it fly right there. Usually you're looking for a fastball elevated to get the party started.
Strike 2.
The 7th inning is one of those innings when you might start seeing some warning signs from your starters that they're reaching the end of their rope, but that's not the case here. He looks really solid to me.
Grounded up the first baseline. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Now batting, shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
And that'll bring in the switch-hitting Francisco Lindor. He was a double play victim last time around.
Yeah, rolling into a 2-ball will eat at you for the rest of the game at least, so you know he wants to make up for it right here.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Now the 1-0 is swung on and missed. Strike one.
Even though we're late into this ball game, this guy's velo is still top notch. This guy's a horse.
2 out, nobody on. Into the corner and slicing foul. The 1-2.
2 and 2.
Pretty good breaking ball to lay off of right there. If I'm pitching, I might think this guy might be sitting on something off speed.
Here now the 2-2. Full count. 3-2.
3-2 counts are usually a time to challenge the hitter, but I think he'll be careful here. Shoot for the corner, and if you miss and you walk him, so what? That's better than him putting one in the seats.
Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. A bouncer to the left side, and the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit. So he wins the full count battle and finds a way to extend the inning. So he was able to take it into the 7th, but the no-hit bid is going to end here with 2 out in inning number 7.
Boy, and Matty, this is when you start really thinking about a no-hitter. Once you get into the 7th, and it's hard not to look past getting through that last out. But D-Row, it just wasn't meant to be here with 2 outs in the 7th.
No, he's pitched a heck of a game, without question. You can't deny that. But this offense is going to stay on the attack. We'll see if this manager turns it over to the bullpen or allows this guy to finish it on his own.
Here's the first pitch to him.
That's the ball.
Hey, I know the tying run's at first right here, but if the pitcher on the mound executes, keeps the ball in play, I think good things are going to happen.
2 out with the man at first. Hit hard but foul. Quick check on that tying run at first. Now the 1-1 pitch. Waves and misses for strike number 2. The 1-2. In the dirt, and now let's see. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. And not what they were hoping for as that moves the possible tying run into scoring position. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery.
That's the ball.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
And awfully close there on 3-2, but take your base, says Earl Hendricks. It's ball 4.
As we look at the numbers, we can see that he's north of 90 pitches right now, so it's not surprising to see him maybe losing a little bit of command. We'll see if he can battle through this and finish strong.
Into the box now, Carlos Santana, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. He's set. Here it comes.
Well, the Indians have been searching for that big hit pretty much all game. It remains to be seen if they can get it, but now sure would be a great time.
The 0-1 offering.
His slider's been impressive all night long. If he can continue spinning it like that, he's going to be just fine.
Stays alive, still 0-2. And another foul ball. Big spot. 2 out, possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. Next pitch will be number 100 for him now through 6 2/3. Lifted in the air to center field. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Indians strand a couple. They trail this one 1-0. Emmanuel Passe has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 48, Emmanuel Passe.
So stepping in, Delino DeShields. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far.
The second baseman, Delino DeShields.
First pitch on its way.
Ball. 1 ball, no strike.
The 1-0 home.
Hee-haw.
Look at the radar gun on that slider. Off-speed pitch, 91 miles an hour. That's just pure filth.
The 1-1. He'll try to bunt his way on as he gets this one down. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. And there are the final numbers for the Indian starter. He was on point from the get-go this evening.
Well, this is one of those as a pitcher where you don't get rewarded for pitching well. He threw the ball great in this one. Didn't get much run support. He's in line for the loss, and he deserves a much better fate. He threw the ball pretty well in this one.
Stepping in now, Bo Bichette, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Heading out towards shallow right. Reyes will drift over to his left a few steps as he takes it for the second out.
Now batting, the center fielder, Kevin Kiermaier.
So here's Kevin Kiermaier. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
No, that's high.
Swing and a miss. Little too anxious there. 1-1. And he misses 2-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. To 2-2 now.
2-2 the count.
Ooh-wee. That was some smoke right there. High fire right on by.
Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. Strike 3 called as he can't get the bat off his shoulders. Side retired. Tyler Duffy is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Tyler Duffy.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Ready for another shot now. Oscar Mercado. He was a ground-out victim last time up.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he even concerns himself with that. He has to put it on the ground. That's part of what makes him successful.
And there's one down now. And there's a final look at the numbers for the starter in this one. He was great all night long.
Yeah, he looked really dialed in from start to finish. This is the kind of outing you hope for every time you go out there. So I think he'll feel pretty good about the effort he put forth in this one.
Standing in now, Jordan Luplow, as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. Now here's the pitch. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. The 1-1 home. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And a big sigh of relief on the mound as that nearly tied it, but this ball is foul. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
Not a lot of guys throw that knuckle curve, but some guys have a lot of success with it. Some say it has more fight than the traditional curveball, but I think it's more of a feel thing. It just works for certain pitchers, and it worked right there.
At the plate, Bradley Zimmer, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. No hits to this point. Below the zone, a swing and a miss.
One pitch away from wrapping up a very good innings work out of the bullpen here.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Fastball laid off well below the knees. Two balls and 2 strikes to Bradley Zimmer.
Regardless of the result right here, to be down 0-2 and work it back to an even count, gotta feel like it's a win for the offense.
Hit in the air to shallow center. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Indians go down 1-2-3. It remains 1-0. Adam Simber enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. All set for the start of the inning. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Mookie Betts. He went down on strikes last time up.
Yeah, kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Ball. 1-0. That missed. That's the ball.
Sinker misses outside and is behind 3-0. Simber was known as a short relief specialist, a guy who came in, got 1 or 2 big outs, but with the new pace of play rules, they're forcing a change for this right-hander. The 3-0 is looked at for the first strike.
3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike.
And this pitch misses here. It's ball 4, and they've got a leadoff base runner aboard to start the 9th.
That leadoff walk is a great way to start this inning when you're looking to pad the lead. Could be the beginning of good things here in this half inning.
So a runner at first now with nobody out. And up next, the right-handed bat of Yasiel Puig. From the stretch.
Strike.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. One-run game here in the top of the 9th. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-2.
Classic strikeout pitch right there on 0-2. It's the one we know he loves going to, but great recognition to lay off in that spot.
The 1-2. It's sharply toward third. A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit.
Boy, there's a long drive bullet off the wall right there, but the outfielder does a really good job, D-Roll, of getting that one quickly and getting it back in to keep him at first for a long single.
Yeah, and also nice job by the base runner not there, not putting his head down, being over aggressive and getting thrown out at second base. He saw the play happening in front of him and put the brakes on and got back for a base hit.
Yeah, D-Roll, I think he would have been toast if he tried to stretch that one into a double.
From the belt, kicks and deals. Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1. And facing right-handed pitching so far this season, Rendon is hitting just over the benchmark 300 plateau. Source of pride for him, I'm sure.
You want to talk about having a career season, Matty. This guy's batting average is through the roof, one of the best in the business, and maybe more importantly, his OPS is through the roof as well, which means he's doing it with damage.
And this is swung on and missed, and boy, they took care of a key man there. One away.
It's been a really rough day for this lineup. There's really no other way to say it. Not a lot of good scoring opportunities, and when they've had them, like right now, it's just been an uphill battle for them to make anything positive happen.
Into the box, Yasmani Grandal, as he'll go after a hard sinker that time and falls behind 0-1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
0-2.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. First and second now, one man out. Now a swing, and he pops it foul behind the plate. And he'll put this one away in foul territory for the second out.
The left fielder, number 9, Mike Yastrzemski.
Standing in, Mike Yastrzemski. It's been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of due to do something productive.
Looking to keep this a one-run game. The pitch. And this is popped up near second base. Lindor's got it, and the side is retired. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and 2 men left on. 9-1-2 scheduled to lead off the bottom of the ninth. The Sky Sox on top 1-0. Keone Kela takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door. Domingo Santana will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. The Shields is under it, 1 down.
Every pitcher loves to get quick outs, right? How about that? 1 pitch, 1 out, a pop-up to start the inning.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jose Ramirez. He flew out in his last at-bat.
I mean, what a diamond in the rough Jose Ramirez has been for Terry Francona and the Cleveland Indians. This guy burst on the scene in 2016, just absolutely set that lineup on fire. They were looking for a guy to bail out Michael Brantley, and the production they would miss from him in the lineup, and Jose Ramirez filled that admirably.
Can't find the zone there as he lays off the breaking ball. The 1-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Could have been 3-1. Instead, it's 2-2.
This offense has just been flailing at the plate all game long, so it's no wonder why they've only been able to pick up 1 hit so far. I'm not seeing much of a game plan from these hitters.
Fouled away. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Another 2-2 offering.
Full count.
It's a fine line from working down in the zone on 2-2 and bouncing one in there that basically stands no chance of getting swung at. Right there, he basically spiked that one right into the dirt, and now he has to find the zone on a 3-2 pitch.
And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving one up where he can really hurt you.
Stepping up now, Cesar Hernandez. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. Quick check on that tying run at first. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1.
That was a pretty good fastball after he walked the hitter previous. There was a little angry on that heater.
The 0-1 pitch. In the dirt here, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. Runner at first here, 1 man out. 2 balls and a strike to Cesar Hernandez. And that's into the corner, a foul ball in right. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And a full count as that misses. It's 3-2 now. Had him fooled as he swings through the curveball. 2 down.
That's a big strike out there with the tying run over at first base. Now, with 2 outs, it becomes a lot more difficult to manufacture that guy home. Probably need a ball in the gap to give him a chance.
And that'll bring in the switch hitting Francisco Lindor as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Quick check on that tying run at first. The 1-0 is a low changeup that's laid off. Outside with that delivery, and it's 3-0 now. Franmil Reyes would be next if they can keep this inning alive. And he missed with it. Ball 4. So that means now the potential tying run will move into scoring position at second.
The closer is supposed to slam the door on his opponent, but he left the door wide open with a walk there. We'll see if they can capitalize on it.
So a big spot here, and stepping in, Franmil Reyes. And the game is on the line. The tying and winning runs on base with 2 gone in the bottom of the 9th. And you look at a fastball that doesn't miss by a whole lot. It's 1-0.
Ooh, he's really in trouble, and it's just getting worse and worse and worse. This guy needs to find the strike zone in the worst way.
Ready with the 1-0.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
The 2-0 pitch. Drilled on the ground to short. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. And the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he's safe at first.
Wow, this manager must be pulling his hair out. Not only does he have to deal with this pitcher walking people, now he's got to deal with his defense tripping all over themselves.
So striding in, Carlos Santana, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. First pitch of the at-bat is swung on and driven out to right center field. A ball that's well hit. Back goes Kiermaier at the track. Ball game. So he promptly unloads the bases with that one. And with one swing of the bat, this ball game is over.
Man, I guess a regular walk-off wasn't enough for him, so he blasts a grand slam in the final at bat to win this thing. I've seen a lot of things in my day, but that was something very special.
The big bet tonight for the Indians belonged to this man, Carlos Santana. Put that on a bubblegum card. He's our top player of the game.
You could probably make an argument for a couple of other guys too, but it seemed like he had the most to do with his guys getting the win here.
4-1 finish in this evening's game. Cleveland came through when it mattered in the 9th on the way to the win. Adam Simber gets the win in relief, his second of the year. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
The final line score for our ball game tonight. For the victorious Cleveland Indians, 4 runs on only 2 hits, no errors. They left 3 men on base. For the visitors,